All right, folks, it's here, that long-awaited budget. So let's bring in the Director of Office of Management and Budget, Russell Vought. Russ, thanks for joining. A lot of stuff to go through here. You are the man of the hour. First, of course, the headline, right? The White House budget calls for $163 billion in federal cuts next year. That's the major headline. The budget also proposes a $1 trillion in defense spending, 13% increase. Also, money for charter schools, HHS, and the Robert Kennedy's Make America Healthy initiative. Let's talk about how you came. How did you come to these numbers? What was the driving force? Because I know that you requested almost every agency to provide some cuts.
Yeah, no. So what we went agency by agency. We wanted to preserve the things that the president wanted to fund. So we protect transportation and infrastructure. We protect Homeland Security and give them a major increase. We obviously want to secure all the benefits for our veterans, make sure they have what's necessary for their medical care and other benefits. But what we wanted to do was to go through and deal with the bureaucracy that DOGE has been deconstructing, and we've had concerns now for years seeing the Biden administration's woke and weaponized bureaucracy, which wasn't just about people, it was about the underlying bureaucracies there that had these grant programs that would push divisive ideologies into our schools and our housing and our communities, and also had weaponized enforcement apparatuses that were designed to go after the American people. That's what we're defunding. It's the lowest non-defense level we've seen since 2017. If you adjust it for inflation, it's the lowest since 2000. It's promises made, promises kept.
There's no doubt. I'm holding up these initiatives in my hand now, put them up for the audience. Ending the weaponization of the federal government, defunding the open border, ending the Green New Scam is another one, folks, and revitalizing federalism. I guess the only pushback I've seen on this is this a purview of your office? Should this be part of the budget?
Well, we're certainly putting forward as much detail as we possibly can. We're going to win this debate. You know, we've put forward a historic $1 trillion national defense level. And what's different about this budget, Charles, is that both all of our increases on defense and on Homeland Security are filibuster-proof. We don't want Democrats to use a filibuster as a veto to ensure that all of their non-defense spending is protected. We want to use Republican votes on the one big, beautiful bill to secure those. And we think for the first time, we have a paradigm shift to be able to secure the country and also to cut non-defense spending. And we think that Congress will be with us.
A guy I follow on the street who's heavily followed and admired, a guy named Andy Constant, put out an interesting quote on this on X. He said the Trump 2025 budget is exactly what Trump 2.0 said it would be. Shrink the government by 7.6% while building up border security by a lot and the military by some. This austerity, anti-growth, and deflationary. But will it pass? Question mark. That's for later. And I want to bring that up because there's also an article in the Post that says that the GOP is balking at approving even a fraction of Elon Musk's DOGE cuts. What's going on within your party? What's going on within the Republican Party here?
Well, we'll see. I mean, when people talk about our rescissions, we've decided to send up one rescissions bill of the DOGE cuts. That more is coming, but we want to see Congress pass them. I had great conversations on the Hill yesterday with the appropriators. That in and of itself was somewhat historic. We never had those conversations in the first term. They want to pass rescissions. They want to get to our number, and that's why they were clamoring for us to get the discretionary budget up to them so that they could have the House get as close to our number as possible. So we haven't seen this enthusiasm both from Congress, Republicans, and the executive branch, honestly, since the 1980s. So will it be easy? No, I don't think it will, but we're making a ton of progress, and I think for the first time, this budget is not dead on arrival.
Chip Roy, I thought he was pushing back a lot. I heard today that he likes it. Is that true?
The pushback that we have seen is just for people who don't understand how we are securing the president's increases on security. We're going to continue to educate folks, but give me a better plan to provide durable, Republican-only, Democrat-proof increases. That plan doesn't exist. So this is the best way to. Right. This is the best way to get to $1 trillion in defense.
You're saying don't let perfection be the enemy of the good, or something to that effect. I guess you're referring to Chairman Wicker. He put out a statement saying that the OMB is not requesting $1 trillion budget. It's requesting an $892 billion budget, which is a cut in real terms. This budget would decrease President Trump's military options and negotiating leverage. What do you say to that? That's a pretty tough statement he's making.
I love the chairman. He is choosing not to look at $119 billion in mandatory spending that is literally going to be voted on before the rest of the discretionary budget on. So it is real. It is happening. It's happening in real time in the House right now as part of the One Big Beautiful Bill. We're going to continue to educate the Senate on, honestly, a strategy that came from them as I was going through the confirmation process. So we think that Hill will be with us on this as we get to talk to more of them along the way.
Outside of your party, you may get some pushback on this. The budget phases out the grossly expensive and delayed space launch system, rockets, the Orion capsule after just 3 flights. Essentially, that will be replaced with something. Is there a chance that Elon Musk could benefit from that?
Look, this is a $1 billion investment in the Mars. We're doing both. We're going back to the moon as part of the Artemis. We've protected exploration funding that's open to all companies. Elon Musk hasn't been a part of the NASA budget conversations at all. And we also provide resources for what we're doing on Mars. We do believe that after Artemis, that it's time to look for lower cost, commercial, cheaper vehicles that allow us to be able to not have the cost overruns and the delays and the expense that we've seen in the SLS and the Orion program. So we're not doing anything that would in any way delay what's necessary to get to the moon in as quick as possible time frame. But we do want to make sure and acknowledge the deep and great costs of these programs have had, and the fact that we have seen better success with the commercial programs across the entire sector of that industry.
It's hard to argue against that. And Russ, I will say this: you fund the Gold Dome, missile defense project, shipbuilding, nuclear modernization, border security, almost a 4% military pay hike. You've got things in there for It's just I think it's an amazing, positive bill. I think you guys, against a lot of tall odds, have come a long way. This is something that can be worked with. So I tried to be fair and give you all sides. So you answered all the questions, I think, brilliantly. And good luck reeling in those few folks who don't see that this might be the last chance to really do something great like this.
I think so too. Thanks, Charles. We're looking forward to taking the case to Congress.
All right, Russ. See you soon. Thank you very much.
Bye now.